As we know, list depth is very important to being successful in the AFL, and most of the best teams have it. We usually rank teams based on their best 23, but with injuries and suspensions occurring almost every week, we should really be ranking most teams by their best 25 to 7 players. Some of the best teams in the league, like Geelong, Brisbane and Hawthorn, have some of the best depths in the league. And Adelaide this season has shown us bringing in players like Neil Bullen, Pete Ling and Cumming, who aren't superstars but definitely upgrades to their best 12 to 20 players, can have great success for a team, with Adelaide winning 8 of their first 12 games, the same amount as their 2024 campaign. And with Hawthorn's young depth improving rapidly, the whole AFL plans on dismantling this team, one player at a time. All the players I'm going to talk about in this video are no older than 22 and are going to be future guns in this league. With their hunger for opportunity, unfortunately Hawthorn can't provide that right now, and with several young and rebuilding teams looking to improve, all eyes on Hawthorn's list for their young talent. The first player I'm going to talk about is Sam Butler, who got 42 touches and a goal against Brisbane's VFL side. In his second game of 2025, he gathered 20 touches, 6 tackles and 4 clearances against Adelaide. He looks really comfortable out there and definitely earns his spot to play next week. But in Hawthorn's deep midfield, he's probably 7th or 8th in line to play on ball. He's out of contract at the end of the 2025 season, and at only 22 years old, he'd be an absolutely perfect pickup for a young team like Richmond, North Melbourne, even Essendon or Melbourne maybe. I would love him to stay at the club, but he would definitely be getting looked at by other clubs and offered contracts, so we'll wait and see what happens with Sam Butler. The next player is Henry Hustwaite. The 20-year-old is averaging 33 touches in 7 VFL games so far this season. So far he's played 4 games in the AFL this year. His first of the season he gathered 24 touches, his second 19 touches, and then was subbed out at halftime in his next 2 games. Like I said about Butler, he's probably the 7th or 8th person in line to play on ball in a fully healthy Hawthorn squad. For a 20-year-old, his potential is currently unlimited, and other clubs are definitely going to look at that. He's definitely given off vibes of Ned Long, Josh Kennedy's situation. He wasn't the best midfielder at the club at the time, but moved clubs and absolutely excelled in a new role, so hopefully this doesn't happen and he stays at the club. But at 20 years old, any young rebuilding team would love to have him. North Melbourne, Richmond, West Coast, even a Melbourne or a Essendon would be a solid fit for him, so we've got to wait till the end of the season to see. Next is Jai Sarong. The 22-year-old key defender is averaging 20 touches and 7 marks in 2025, and at 21 years old he won the Best and Fairest for Box Hill. He's a great young player and would be great on any young rebuilding team, but unfortunately with the additions of Tom Barris and Josh Battle, there's simply not a spot for him. Like I said about the last 2 players, he's just going to go to a young team and he's going to excel. A Richmond, a West Coast, a North Melbourne, wherever he wants really, all those clubs are going to come at him, I'm assuming. So yeah, hopefully we get to keep him, but we'll find out at the end of the season. Now I'm just going to mention a few players who are going to be solid players in the AFL, but unfortunately aren't going to get a spot in Hawthorn over the next 2 seasons. So I think all these guys are going to be gone in the next 2 seasons. First, Sam Frost. Yes, he's not one of the younger players, but he's still a good, solid role player. He would probably be in the Sydney squad right now at full back if he was at the Swans. But like I said earlier, same with Jai Sarong, there's simply not enough room with the 2 new full-back recruits from Hawthorn. So yeah, Frost is going to be gone at the end of the season, which sucks to see because he's been such a good player for us over the years. Seamus Mitchell is averaging over 26 and 8 marks in the VFL this season, and also a 35 disposal 1 goal game. And yeah, this kid's going to be an absolute gun. He's only played a couple games so far in the AFL this season, and he's a good player. He's just not AFL ready right now, but at only 22 years old, he'll definitely get there one day. He's a solid one-on-one player, good speed off half-back, and yeah, at 22 years old, he's going to be good for a young team. Like I said earlier, I'll say it again, I know it's getting annoying. North Melbourne, Richmond, Melbourne, Essendon, any of these players, or any of these teams, will be happy to have him. Max Ramsden, he's signed till the end of 2026. I really want to keep this guy. Yes, he's not quite AFL ready, but he's a forward slash ruck. So he's sort of a ruck that can play forward, which is what we're missing. We need size and height in the forward line, and we need a sort of a second ruck or a hybrid ruck to help Meek out. Yes, we got Nash, Weddle, and sometimes Chol gets a run in there, but he's been looked at by Essendon over the last couple of seasons, and I think I want to keep him, but he'll probably be gone. They'll probably offer him a little bit better money and he'll take it. But yeah, that's Max Ramsden. Hopefully he stays. Next is Jasper Scaife. This one's a little bit weird to me because I feel like he should have got a game by now. He's only 20 years old, but he's kicked 20 goals, 6 in 10 VFL games, which is really good. In 10 games, he's had 3 goals or more 4 times, including a 6-goal 1 game. He doesn't take many marks, only 3.5 a game, which maybe is why he's not on the side, but I think he might not be at the club, but he might be. This is a really tricky one because I sort of want him to stay, but like, why isn't he getting an opportunity? Especially with Deer and Lewis out, like, it makes no sense to me, but maybe he's just not AFL ready. So yeah, interesting to see what happens with Jasper Scaife. He's going to be a good, solid player.